But she is saying that I don't do anything. And then you go to the wife. She says that he's not doing... Okay, what did I talk about?
She says I cook, I do this, that.
Yeah. And then she says that I cook, I clean the house, I clean his
Everything.
he doesn't see that. To him it's nothing because it's not his language. So maybe to Bernard's eyes, I don't think there's any... Is there anyone? No, I'm just using your name because it's your example. She's not doing anything, and yet she is putting her all in there. He's not just recognizing the language. She's not speaking her language.
I guess speaking.
Wait, let me put you in first talk.
Yeah, let me take it back to a local setting, like the way we have it in Africa, right? I'm dating this girl, of course. At some point, I don't really expect her to like, okay, in a situation where she's not working, she's at school, and probably I'm working, right? And I'm dating her. Yeah, we're in a relationship. At some point, I sense that there is something wrong in the relationship, right? She's not giving me, as I said, giving me back. She's not giving me the feedback, right? I try some other ways. For example, maybe I call her often, but she never calls me back. You know, such basic situations. I call her, she doesn't call me back. I write her messages, she just says, okay. A long sentence, and she says,
You buy her talk time, she calls her friends.
I buy her talk time, she never calls me. A long message, I write it big list, 2 pages, she just said, yes. You know, such, I think, are signs to say, these are perfect signs. They'll tell you that this girl is not interested at all.
I don't think those are perfect signs. No, let me stop you.
They were hands raising.
Wait. Can I answer him before I go?
Maybe the hands are going to answer.
Okay, are you going to answer?
I'm not finished. It's just, okay, in our African sector, I would say, everywhere, I think, I would say this girl is not interested in you. Yeah, this girl is not, even if it's not so extreme, even if she doesn't know how to show it, can she fail to?
Okay, we've gotten that point. But that point is there.
You want to answer him? Okay.
What he's saying is very good because we are all there. I don't know if one of us never have a boyfriend or girlfriend in our life. Or maybe love is changing. When you are in love, everybody know when you are your first boyfriend or your first girlfriend, the sacrifice you can make for it. When you know your family is going to beat you, when you are in love, you can do anything. You cannot give him present, but you just tell him. They give you money to go to church, to go to school, you prefer to work, you don't take bus. You buy something for him. When you are in love, you can do anything in this world. Your heart is closed. So this girl, she's not in love.
This girl is not in love.
Which girl? The one who replies, okay.
But sometimes some boys they are just I don't know, maybe what they are in there. They don't know when the girl is not, when that person is not interesting. The person wants to tell you, I don't love you anymore. But you see, when you see she's not in, you say, give him a as if you want to buy the love from her, or want to buy the love from him. But she has pity for you. She cannot tell you, I don't love you.
Pity for you.
Thank you very much.
You want to buy the love from her, just buy presents so she can feel in love for you again.
Thank you very much.
Let me just break this down together, and I'll put what Lillian and Mzenda said together with Bernard. Now this is not
Please
only...
try to be brief so I go to... What's her name?
Wawane.
Yeah.
Now this is not only on guys. There's some girls also who can give a lot and love the guy so much, and the guy also manipulates the girl, which is, we know, one of them is cheating. Now, what also Nisleen is saying, there's a saying, and this is true, not a joke, the saying that when, I don't know about the ladies, but when a man falls in love, he becomes a fool. Now, Lillian, about the talking part, if Bernard is, if the guy is one who's doing everything, If the guy is not doing everything, and the guy even goes and talks, the guy is so much in love, like what Ndena was saying, he's mad. If he talks to the girl, she's probably enjoying what the guy is, like, material stuff is giving her. So she can just say, no, I love you too. I'm fine, don't worry. And she will continue this, okay, you stand in this place, whatever. So the boy will just jump excited, okay, fine, she still loves me, that's good. And you continue being manipulated, or vice versa by the girl. So the problem is that the guy or the girl doesn't know how to love. And the question is, how do you teach, especially people who come from broken families, how do you teach them how to love in a proper way?
Okay.
I just wanted to say, like, maybe the behavior, we should also look at it. Is it the beginning of the relationship, in the middle, or where are we? Did she start from the onset? Was she that person? Then if she's that, it means you were ready to deal with something like that. But if she changed, then that's another psychological thing that you have to deal with. So I think maybe you have to assess, where are you? Was she okay when you were dating, and maybe she changed that way? I don't know.
You can come after Jess. Yeah.
I am next. Okay. I think one thing I've observed is that people love the way they want to be loved. You know, like in his case, he's always giving. He's giving what he expects to receive back from the girl. You know, if her, like she said, she likes like to talk with you and everything, but you like gifts. You find yourself giving gifts all the time, and like, why are you not giving me anything? You know, give me some gifts. But instead, her, she wants to be talked to, and even her, she should not keep quiet to talk to you. She should try to give you gifts. That's why a relationship, you have to like study each other to understand what your partner wants from you. It shouldn't be just like from the get-go, you're giving. Like you can do that in the beginning, but with time, as you get committed to the person, it's safe to study the person so that just to avoid future.
Just to add on a few things on what she's saying, you love the way you want to be loved, but that doesn't mean that person is going to realize what you're doing to them, because they are not you. If you are going to love me the way you think is right, the way you think that I will feel, oh, he loves me, that is not going to work. Find out what I want, and then you give me that. When you come after Jeff.
Okay. The first thing that we have to understand is that we are humans, and
we love.
You somebody may never be able. You've got expectations, right? And the lady that you're going to date and marry may never be able to meet all your expectations, but you have to accept them for who they are and the way they are. So if you buy them presents and they have another form of showing you love, that doesn't mean they don't love you. Okay? I have a lot of things to say. Now, I've been forgetting some of them because I keep raising up my hand. But
You should write down those way. So we
Okay, so we have different ways of showing love, and one thing, when somebody is not responding, it's not always a sign that you need to break up. It's a sign that you need to fix something. So remember that one. You don't break up because somebody is not responding. Give it time. And one problem that we have today is that we are so impatient. Okay, we are too quick to get in relationships and too quick to say it can't work out. Okay, we really don't give it time. But then if we just give it time, if we tried to understand people even before we make things serious, we would not find ourselves in such problems. Okay, so sorry, can somebody please give me where to write so that I can be writing? Because I have a lot of things to say, but I keep forgetting them while other people are talking. But then basically, the person that you're going to date may never meet your needs 100%, but you have to accept them for who they are. You can date somebody and they are not satisfied, you come out of the relationship, you go to another person, you're not satisfied again. It will go on and on and on, and if you want somebody who is going to meet all your needs, you probably have to move out of Earth and find another planet. But then, we are humans, we've got weaknesses, and we may never meet each other's needs. Just the way you feel, she may feel that way too. I think your way of showing love may not be her way of receiving, okay? So she may have complaints too when you think you are doing it perfectly. So we are just like that, we're human, so we have to accept each other for who we are, just like that.
Yes, okay, just quickly, maybe I'll get to a response to what Andrea said about the African setup. Maybe let me also share something about my family and how I'm always reminded by my aunties, and I've a lot of aunties to begin with, and I've been raised by them, and they always used to tell me, say, don't give a guy anything. That's like, you're raised to say, serious, as an African, okay.
That's how African girls are.
You're told, don't waste, don't give this guy anything.
Don't waste resources on girls.
You know, it's like when you go out, actually when you're going out on a date, I'm not supposed to carry money, if anything. I don't mean people carry money. Because you know, I think that's also has affected the way, because now we're becoming modern and we're getting rid of certain things. But then that's like one thing that has kind of lingered for quite some time. It's not right. I also feel, I don't really entirely agree with that. But then that's just the concept that we've been raised in, to say, if you're dating this guy, don't be the one, he should be the one to give, she's supposed to be on the receiving end. That's when you know that he really loves you, what.
Anyone else?
Yeah, just I don't know what Mudenda said, like, people love the way they want to be loved. I don't know if I 100% agree with it, or 99.99, but I believe the thing is, I think if you've noticed that your partner likes, for example, to talk to you, or to compliment you, or give you gifts, somehow it should tell you that that's how they would want. Yeah, that's their language. So the things that they do to you, you could try and, like, if they give you gifts, you try and give them gifts more often, because the fact that they're sharing you with gifts, they think that is loving you. So I think they would want that too. So you have to know what your partner likes to do for you most of the time, so that at least they could get back. And maybe you would understand each other better like that.
Okay.
If you have to move on to another thing, move on, I can say it at the end.
Won't you say it?
No, it's
Okay, thank you very much for those contributions. They're just important points. There's actually an important point that I had forgotten. Actually, it was said by Jeff that you see that this girl is not responding in the way that you want, and you say that, okay, let me move on. It was actually mentioned in that book, but then this was marriage setting. This guy, he moved on from this woman to the next because he couldn't find what he wanted in that person. And the other problem that was there, he couldn't communicate what he wanted also. Going back to Bernard's point that, or someone mentioned that it's rude for you to tell them that's what you want. It's not rude for you to tell them what you prefer. It's not rude to be open with your partner. You are trying to, okay, maybe it would depend on how you say it.
The people who are sensitive.
Sensitive, and how sensitive? You don't want to hear how our relationship. No, it's not. It's
They
not
want to hear bad news.
It's trying to make our relationship work.
Especially when you think you are doing everything right, and then you are just hit with that thing that you are not giving me enough. I mean, that's painful. I'm just like,
it can be painful, and you will have so many painful moments in your relationship. There will be so many of them, and it's better for you to experience painful, truthful moments than for you to sleep in lies and be comfortable in them. And you will have this person who is doing the wrong things to you, the things that you feel, this man, I don't feel loved in this place. Maybe it comes back to us as women also. We've been told to be submissive, but then the definition of submissive doesn't mean that you don't say what you want. You don't say what makes a relationship, what makes your relationship work. So I think the basic thing is communicate, and you have to learn to communicate with your partner also, not in a rude way. Honestly, I don't think it's rude for you to say, to build your relationship by saying the truth, that giving me flowers, I don't like flowers. My mother tells me that, do I eat flowers? Yeah, I don't want them. She doesn't want them. But me, if I get flowers from my boyfriend, my fiance, I'll be very happy. But then that's my mother. She prefers my father to do something else, not to give her flowers. She wasn't brought up like that. Flowers were for the garden. The garden thing. Me, I will be very, very happy if I get flowers. So it's different. If you don't know, your partner will be giving you flowers and yet you expect something else.
You expect pizza.
That's the thing. Okay.
To grab flowers.
Let me just talk about the last love language. Write it down. The last love language. Okay, we can guess the last love language. Acts of service. Who has shown acts of service? And before acts of service, receiving gifts. Before that, okay. The last
in a relationship, communication is like medicine for the relationship. No matter what happens, just make sure you communicate. The day you stop communicating, then the relationship dies. It's like a flower, you have to keep watering it. The day you stop, then that's it. So just keep communicating no matter what.
Okay, I didn't write it down because I said to Jeff, write it down. It won't be fair. Let me talk about the fifth love language. The fifth love language is physical touch. Okay, who wants to explain this? Yeah. No, just to explain what you understand by this. We are here to learn. It's a learning process.
In some relationship, right? I find sometimes it's not always that you have something to say, right? But in a way, some express their love or what they're trying to say by holding their partner's hand, trying to play with it. Sometimes you might argue, right? And you'll be there, she'll be there, but at some point you just come, you hold her hand, you start walking together, no? Though you are upset, but she knows that physical communication.
It's still there.
She knows that things are
okay. Thank you. You can say your point.
I'll actually don't speak of it on the negative side, but if I'm allowed to. Okay, the thing is, a pastor, one of the pastors I listened to, and he said physical touch, it is necessary, quite alright, but then if you leave your partner desiring that which should only be desired after marriage, it becomes sinful. Because if in an event that my partner and I have been together, let's say 2 years, 2.5 years, okay? We've already gotten to a certain point in our relationship. We're no longer telling each other your eyes look like the stars, or, you remind me of this, and, stuff like that. Then you've gotten to a mature point in your relationship where you know that anything after this is already marriage, okay? Okay, after this we're already set to say I agree. But if at such a point you allow yourself to get you allow the physical communication to get out of hand, it may lead you to something that you regret. Because even just a simple hug, the hugs that we give, they're what's the word? I don't know what the word is.
Just explain it.
There's an extent to a hug, you get to a certain point, you hold in a certain way, or
take this much time, you give a hug for 15 minutes, what's next, you know? So, I don't know, but then he said, if you're going to leave your partner desiring something, especially for the male folk, I'm sorry, but then it's just real. You leave your partner desiring something that's beyond your relationship. You lead your own partner to sin, you know, and sin won't be on the outside. Sin will be on the inside, and that sin is it's not like we've sinned together, but either way the sin has come through me. It says these things will come, but woe to those through whom they come. So I don't know. That's my view.
Okay, thank you for the
just thinking about what people want to marry. Because sometimes when we are in a relationship, there's something we used to do after we get married, after 2 years, like the boy, they stop doing it. Because even like working like this, sometimes when we are dating, you're like this, but after the marriage, you see the husband is there, the wife is there like this. Because me, I used to look at, when I was young, by 15, I have a girl, she get married in my church. But before, when they are dating, we always look at them, but when after the girl, she has a baby, but I see the boy is working to enter inside the church, the girl, she just going with the baby like this, but we start to laugh, we say, oh, we're going to be like this too. So I always say that I know after you give birth, it's going to be like this. So keep being together after the
Okay, thank you very much.
Jeff has been writing. And people have been allowed 5 people before him.
I want to say when I'm done with this is like the 5th language. So I want to say
Lembam Diana.
I'm just anyway. Okay, this language isn't all about the bedroom. A person whose primary language is physical touch is not surprisingly very touchy. Hearts, pets on the back. Are we still listening?
Yeah.
Are you sure? Yeah. Can I ask you what I did?
Ask the job.
What did I just say? Demonstrate what I just said. Even the better, demonstrate what I just said. Demonstrate what you just said.
That's in the back.
What
demonstrate?
A pet, not
Okay, fine, let's be attentive. This language isn't all about the bedroom. A person whose primary language is physical touch is not surprisingly very touchy. Hugs, pats on the back, holding hands, and thoughtful touches on the arm, shoulder, or face. They can all be ways to show excitement, concern, care, and love. Physical presence and accessibility are crucial, while neglect or abuse can be unforgivable and destructive. So this wasn't, it's like what they say, it's not all about the bedroom. It's about showing that you love the person. They actually talked about physical abuse also. It involves that. If there are so many couples that have gone, that have divorced, that have lost their marriages because of beating each other up. Not even, okay, the guys usually are the ones who end up beating the wife up. Or because, I said usually, which means the women also are also beating them up. But just, the point is that it's important to use our hands for love better things like what they were saying. Anyway, this language actually, it was mentioned in the book that it pertains to married couples. Really, for us, it's just for living purposes. So that's why I didn't even want to talk about it, but then it's one of the facts. So we have to know about it. And one day we're going to get into marriage anyway. So it's important to know what your partner expects. Okay, from my lessons also, it helps with women especially, because women can be
was not emotional. Women, even after marriage, they can still be resistant to their husbands. So if you read the book, if you're going to be reading the book, which I urge you, really